Listen to that sound. We've not had that for a bit, have we? Rain filling barrel up. The black lilies are finally out. So they're looking good, aren't they? Them red ones are out over there. Pouring down. They won't go out. That jasmine, just full of flower heads. They're not open yet. Not a. Yeah, somehow, I don't know how, got a honeysuckle in here with this penstemon. I don't know what's going on there. Throwing everything at that archway. It's looking good now though. I've folded that back, so that starts going back down now. So I'll let that laurel take over if it wants, because I like that, it's nice and soft. But you can reach in it. Them lilies have not opened yet. Foxgloves are still going. Got loads of blueberries, but they're only small ones on here. That's a big up allotment. Yeah, they're open. They're nice. All this honeysuckle is all full of flowers now. That blue clematis in the middle, that's flowering. That rose has had some flowers on, but now it's just clambering on the way up there. That grass is nice and green, isn't it? I put some stuff on Miracle to go. Yeah, this one's full of bud. That pencilling and that honeysuckle started now on this. Full of flowers. That's a different honeysuckle, that. You know, that clematis there, that started flowering. That's still not clear. So I'm emptying that on Saturday. Emptying it out fully. Put it fish in there. I've got a paddling pool in there, about 2 foot deep. I'll put them in paddling pool, empty it out, clean it all out, sort that side out, paint that fence. So that's all for Saturday. These are just sparking up now. Still no flower heads on. We've got another red hot poker coming up, a little diddy one, because I cut all the rest off. We'll cut that one off too. They've had the second flush. All these carnations. So they're looking good. That rhododendron there's picked right up. So I cut all them back. All them Cosima, something, whatever. And that road is shooting up now back. Now flowers have gone. Got some red strawberries on here somewhere. Oh, something's had that, a slug. I told Shirley to get it before it slugs. I've not had that one, so I'm going to turn that one off. See, quick them slugs, aren't they? That palm tree's growing. We're bonning now, that's out, growing pot now. Wasn't as wide as that pot when I put it in. So I trimmed that right over there as well. Because it was full of aphids. So I'll give it a good spray and sprayed it down. It's looking good. That water's still pouring in. That thingy, I'll give that in a minute. Yeah. That azalea from allotment, that's picked right up, isn't it? So I'm going to bring that other one up. That's the old one. But it's picked right up then, isn't it? So I'm going to bring that other one up from allotment. Belting. So, see you Friday on allotment. I'll walk out of here and walk into allotment. Is that for magic? Mr. Ben's nothing on me. Well, it's even more magic because it's Thursday, not Friday. I'm not at work today, I don't know why. Anyway, it's a dismal out day. damp and warm and sticky and muggy, but lovely for plants. Henry's just got off. Got some nice cucumbers coming on there now. Loads of tomatoes. All looking nice and healthy. Henry said there was one looking a bit yellow, which is don't know which one it is. Must be one at Polytunnel in greenhouse. But everything else is looking okay. Them still full of Greenfly now. I've just got some. Well, I got it off Ken. I'm just cleaning its shop out to give us all these here, and it's brand new it box. In fact, there's another one there. It's that one. Bug clear. And what you do is just mix 20 millilitres in a litre sprayer and give it a spray. So I've done all that back because that's still full of it. Even though it looks healthy, it's not going to eat, and it's full of Greenfly. So they're living on there. So I'll give that a proper good spray, and I'll give it another one after. I'll give them peppers a spray, and they're looking alright outside actually. Not faring too bad because it's not cold. But as soon as they clear up, they can go in there. I've just been round spraying out horse's tail with some WD-40 because I picked that trick up from somewhere, I don't know where, somewhere off YouTube. I've just been me and Henry's just been weeding, but I've just been spraying out horse's tail, leaving it in situ, see what happens to it. Look at this beast. So we've got a contender there, and it's got a little sister there. Nothing on that one, but we're not bothered. We've got one each, and all that there should take food for these here. So looking good, innit? These figs are, look at them now. So they're still looking alright. Just changing colour, that one, can you see? Just changing colour. So I think Ken said they go brown. Brownish tinge when they're ready. I'll go pull all these weeds off this fence in a minute, this fence line. That barn weed. I've just found some gloves. Whoa, look at it in here. It's all looking bolting in here. Oh, that cucumber's okay. Ooh. It's like a jungle. That lettuce, how nice is that? Oh, that might be coming home with me. Nice little iceberg there too. They're looking good, these. Stand them up. I've got a little cute coming on there. There. Full of it. Right, and we'll make that brew and then we'll pull all them up. I'll give in there a weeding too. Bits of horse's tail and that. Well, then beetroot are looking okay, aren't they? They're getting up there for picking. Like golf ball size, we have them. These onions are getting massive. These white ones, the red ones are all US. They're all bolted. Got scapes on. Oh, that's garlic actually. That's garlic, that's gone. Oh, this is just starting bolting now. But yeah, there's some crumping onions on there. First size ones. So we'll be having them out soon before they all start bolting. Yeah, that garlic's okay at back. They really need be coming out really. These onions have just started bolting, these red ones, but they're getting the first size on them, so I think all these onions will be out this weekend. Get them clearing that garlic because it's scaping up anyway. That Calabrese is all headed up. It is Calabrese, it's not Romanesco. You can see it now. So, got some acids on that. These onions here, these are bulking up now. And all these shallots have split. So they'll be coming out soon. I'll bulb up a bit more. And that sweet corn's looking brilliant. Actually, everything is. So yeah, so I'll give everything a spray with that and we'll get that brew. I'm outside at plots here. What I'm doing, see these brambles? I'm going to cut some of these down. I'll show you what I'll do with them in a minute. So I've got my gloves, I've got my clippers, I'll get some of these. So I've got some cutting. Oh, so I've got some cuttings off that bramble. Just cut them into about foot long strips. If you look at the fuller thorns, now them slugs away at that. Henry's already started it there. You see, he's put it round the plant, so it should keep the slugs away hopefully. All I do is just make a triangle right plant. Just make sure there's a barrier around it, and then so I'll do all them. There you go. So all I've done, I put like a triangle around the pots, each one. So I'll keep them slugs away. Before they're only bothering them down at this bottom end, I don't know why. But I've just replaced that one because that one got eaten. I don't know where it's gone, just thrown it out. So I'll just put another new one in there. Them two seem okay. So hopefully keep them slugs off. Natural barrier, brambles, brew. Right, I'm pruning these tomatoes again and tying them up because they're getting they're only 12" off top now, so they'll be getting snipped off when they get to the top. They've loads of trusses on up to now. All it is see this one here, that one, that leaf, there's a load of tomatoes underneath it there, and that is taking all that off it. So that leaf there, I'll take that out and get these working. Hang on a minute. The snippers are not, hang on, sorry about that. The catch was shut. Yeah, which one was it? That one there. So I'm going to take that one out. And then when we look underneath there, look at all them tomatoes there. That has also got a leaf growing there, I don't know why. That shouldn't be on. And there you go. So if there's any with leaves growing over the top of them, I'm going to take that leaf out. Just so it lets more air and light to them tomatoes. You see now? Load of light around them now. See that one there? That one's coming out. Wherever there's tomatoes and there's a leaf over the top, I'm going to take it out. Like that. So I'm going to do all these here. So there you go. So there's a lot more room there, and you can see all tomato flowers now. You couldn't see them before. It was all bunched up. But I've took all that off again. I found two arms growing what shouldn't have been growing with tomatoes on. So they should grow up now instead of outwards. That's what was happening with them. So they're all cleared out now again. That's a week's growth, what's come out of there. As they grow up, that's what we do at the bottom, thin them out and keep all them leaves off top of them tomatoes. Start not knocking them flowers off if you can help it. Yeah, you can see them all now better, can't you? A lot more air underneath them and room. This I've been keeping on top of this side, but this needs doing again. A few little stragglers, so I'll do that side. Well, there you go. That's all that side done. See all tomatoes now on here, everywhere. So I think I've just seen a plum one on here. Don't know if it is a plum, Black Tom. It looks like a plum one to me though. Anyway, that might be how they grow. They're all tidied up anyway, got all that out of there. So we'll let all that dry out outside and I'll put it in compost when it's dry. Yeah, a few tomatoes coming on that side now. So we're getting looking a lot area in there now. Yeah, they're not far off top, both sides. So, be red tomatoes soon, because once we snip them off at the top, everything goes into tomatoes, goes nowhere else. So fingers crossed for a bumper crop out of here this year, it's looking good. That cucumber's looking okay. Gives it a water in a minute. I've just took that other leaf out because it was looking sorry for itself. That one's looking good, don't it? It's like 2 foot tall now, that one. The other one was looking a bit sorry in that big pot, so what I've done, I've just put it in a little pot here. It's still alive. See if we can save it. Yeah, these carrots are massive now. They're going like bonny. Well, that one's not so big, but they're getting fat and nice and straight. Look at that. Everyone you pull up, they can still stand a bit longer in there though, so we've got to leave them in till we've done with them, and then put some more carrots in there because they work in there, so they're going back in there. Because by the time they come through, winter will be on us anyway. So all melted. All spuds have flowered. Except them ones. There's a couple on there. That's full of them. They're dying off now actually. And these are full of them. So, belting. There's plenty of pea pods on them plants. Remember them evangelis I planted? Loads on. So they're fattening up. Just keep pushing them in there. Should really tie some string around, shouldn't I? Might do that in a bit. But yeah, they're looking okay. They're getting up that tower. I'll go and get some string. There you go. They look better, don't they? All I've done is tied a piece of string to there and just wrapped it around and it's pulled it right in there. So should go straight up now. Wayward spud there again, and a mushroom. Yeah, they're doing alright, them peas. These ones here, they're belting. That one's dying off, I don't know what's happening there. There's loads of pea pods on there, nice and fat ones. Hundreds of pea pods in there. There's a bit of barnweed in between there. Gonna have to get that in a minute. But the rest of it's peas. Belting. Yeah, I'm reeking about in here and side of that monster. There's another one growing. But that is on that vine there, can you see? There's a vine coming across there and this one's on the end vine. That one. Oh, look at that, bulbing up with food. Yeah. So they're on separate vans then, so we'll keep that one. I'll just cut end off there. All that energy will go into that fruit now. That one's on its own van, so that's okay. Looks like it's been pollinated. Because there's loads of flowers over at the back. Oh, there's an end he's cutting off, you see. Just keep on top of these growing tips. And all your energy will go into your fruit. That needs coming off. Where's that coming from? Actually, that's coming off that arm. See, that's coming off the end spur. That's actually going offside, and we'll get a pumpkin on there if we left it, but we don't want to, so we'll cut that off. There you go, gone. So on that last spur there now, we've got that one big pumpkin over there. So that one. Nothing else on that, only leaves and flowers. Well, we need the flowers to pollinate these. So, bob on. That courgette's not putting anything on yet. It's putting plenty of flowers on, but I don't think it's getting pollinated there. I might have to dig that out and put it somewhere else. We'll see. There's another end. Where's that one coming from? That one is coming off. That end stem again. So there's another one. You see it? Follow it back. It goes into that stem there. So we'll cut that one off. There you go. That one's about 3 foot long. So that will be taking energy off that end one. So now that should grow a lot faster. Because there's nothing else coming off that stem now. Nope. We've just got, what's that one? Right. Yeah, that's it. So we've just got them 4 spurs now with 4 pumpkins on. This what's mixing me up. Yeah, so that should grow a lot faster now because all that food's going to it. Yeah. So on Sunday, that should be 3 times that size, we'll see. Give it a good feed now, and then we can give it a feed at morning if I'm not on, and I'll give it a feed Saturday, and then Sunday that should be 3 times that size. We'll have a look. This target lily's flowering up here, so it shouldn't be long at all. That clump when I took it home, and Henry's nice that though, isn't it? Full of flower that soon. Yeah. Oh, don't know what that was. Little wren or something. Small little thing. Right, done that pumpkin. Done them tomatoes. I need that cut. Oh, it stinks of tomatoes here now. Now they've been cut. Oh, it smells lovely. So they're having a feed tomorrow. So if I'm not here, I think Henry will feed them. Yeah, plenty of tomato feed. I need some this week. I don't like giving these comfrey, I don't know why. I like giving them tomato food, pure tomato food. It's just my thing, like, comfrey's probably better for them, but there you go. So I'll pick some up anyway, I'll pick some up tomorrow. Be enough there if I do these in the greenhouse. So if I'm not here tomorrow, Henry, everything a good feed. Yeah, belting. Right, brew. Yeah. Really burnt arse out the kettle then. That would have been tragic, wouldn't it? It was down at the bottom, didn't hear it. These barrels are nearly full now. This needs this all blocking up. It's getting up there now. When just add some out of that on the road. But so it looks like them's working, giving them a nice wash as well. And I'll tell you something, normally in here, no matter what time of day you come in, you put your finger down there and it's wet through inside. But that is dry as a bone. So hopefully it stops all that, and it doesn't smell as damp in here now because it's not getting wet under there. Because it was going in under the plastic and straight down there, and all that was permanently wet through, you can see. But now it smells a lot better in here. Plus it's a lot drier. So it looks like them gutters are working. Right, we'll have a sit down with that brew. Look at all them red strawberries again. Ooh, look at that one. Now that could be rude not to, wouldn't it? I think I'll have that when we brew. Hang on, there's a redder one there. Looks a bit chewed, that one. Oh, look at the size of these. Look at that one. There are some monsters on there. Something's been in there though. I reckon that's wood lice. But yeah, some monsters on there. Look at that one. I hope I get that before somebody else. That's a meal in itself for me. Only 2 stone wet through. I'm having that one. Sorry. It's mine. I'm having it when we brew. That's red all the way around that. See that there? Not be long. Another few years I'll be done roaming. So we'll sit here all day and watch this veg grow. I'm on the lookout for another 2 water butts. We'll put one that side and one that side. Need them plants. And some more water capture then. Oh, it's lovely up here this morning. It's not raining, just overcast. Excuse me, nice and warm. Plenty coffee, as you can hear with the air cupping. Yeah, belting. We'll weed a couple of beds now. I'll do 3 beds. Get them weeded, and then do a couple every time I come up. Should keep on top of them then. There's only a couple do really. Henry did that tunnel over there when he put them, pulled them onions up, I think. So I'll do that middle tunnel and these 2 tunnels here before I have my next brew. There you go. We did all that. That's what you do when you don't space your garlic and onions proper. Put your oil in the middle where it should fit and wallop. Behead one. And yeah, that's all weeds out of there. And what we this spud bed, which is not so much. And that bed there. And then there's only a couple there, and this one here, these 3. That sweet corn bed, which is easy. I'll do that in a minute. This one wants doing. Henry's done that one. And that's it. So there's only that one and them 3 onion beds, won't there? I'll do these and that sweet corn now. So I've just weeded these. My hand's stinging. Nettles. I've just weeded these. And I've given them a good top dressing with the chicken pellets. So now every time it rains it'll just wash that in. Plus they like a lot of food, them sweet corn. So I'll give that a watering first now. A big watering can when I can find it. And it'll start off rotting down into there. Just keep them fed. They're looking alright. A couple of little straggly ones at middle, but they'll be alright. We'll get enough corn off them. And they've all got these flowers on top. So we're just waiting for them ears outside now, and then off we go. They're getting up there now, they're about 3 foot tall now. So I think they get to about 6 foot normally, 5, 6 foot. We'll start getting cobs on. But they're looking good. Eat another brew. Yeah. I've just picked that red azalea. It's not growing up there in that bed, so I've just picked it out of there with one hand. It's not even putting any roots down properly, it's put one tap root down there. So I'm going to pot that up. I'm going to take it home, because the other one, I took that home and put that in a pot, picked up lovely. Now it is growing, but ever so slowly. It's not liking it to be red leaves and that. So that means it's not liking it when it's getting red leaves. So it's coming home in with that. I'm going to find a pot for it. Shirley's got salt, but I've no nice pots up here, so I'll go get one of them weed pots. Stick it in that. So I'll get some compost in a minute. I need a bit of crap stuff as well, because I like a bit of ericaceous. So I'll sort it out. There you go. I scratted about in there and took a lot of compost and that out of there, because it's full of bricks and that in there. It's just old stuff. Put it in there, it's as ericaceous as I can make it. But yeah, I'll take that home now and see if we can get it going again. I don't know what these fat leaves are here. There's something to do with where it was. Just take them off. Yeah, be better in a couple of days when we get it home. Back to the hospital. Nino. Yeah, what I'm going to do when I get it home, I've got some quarter of a bag of wood mulch left, what I did rockery with. So I'll fill that pot up with wood mulch. So then that'll put acid in soil. I think that's what ericaceous is, isn't it? Acid in soil. So that's what we'll do anyway. Yeah, should look okay outside them others in a bit. Hey, that's about me. I'm just finishing my brew off, and then walk home, get that azalea back. I've just put them 2 blueberry bushes there, because they're not getting much sun behind there. Oh, windmill's turning. Yeah, so they're looking one of these blueberries up here, but they're bigger than them at home. Got some bonnet bunches on. So, melting. I won't finish this brew and then get myself off home. Get these all fed tomorrow. I think Henry watered them this morning, I'm sure he did. I can't remember. The damp in the road I can see. So, melting. See you in a bit. Back home. Boom, there you go. The 3 azaleas. So light pink, dark pink, and deep red. So we'll be able to look after that here now. But if you look at that one there, that was in a sorry state like that, but look at all that there. New growth coming on top. So I've topped it off with the wood mulch. That's what I did with them, because I didn't have any ericaceous compost, so a bit of wood mulch on top. Put some bit of acid in soil and they love it. So Bob's your uncle. See you later.